Let's go to Georgia now and begin with that breaking news out of Georgia in the Senate race there. Ellison Barber is in Atlanta for us. Ellison?
Hey, Kate, I went to bed last night with both campaigns telling me that they felt good and they thought that their candidate might be able to eke out a win. This morning, both campaigns seem to be hinting at the likelihood of a runoff. Now we know this race will head to a runoff on December 6th. The rules here in Georgia is that a candidate has to win with a majority of the vote. If no candidate receives over 50%, then the top two candidates head to a runoff in December. We will see incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock, a Democrat, and Republican Herschel Walker continue this race in the next couple of weeks. Look, we knew this was going to be a close race going into it. The campaigns were saying they expected this to be close. The polls showed this was going to be close. We were reporting that you should keep an eye out on split ticket voters, Republican-leaning voters who said they were going to support Republican Governor Brian Kemp, but then were either going to split their ticket in the Senate race or just weren't entirely sure what they were going to do. That seems to have been a factor here. The Libertarian candidate polling about 2% of the vote. When you compare Herschel Walker's totals in Republican strongholds next to Governor Kemp's returns, you see that Herschel Walker did underperform in quite a few Republican strongholds. And if you compare some of those numbers to Donald Trump in 2020, you look at a place like Chattooga County, Georgia. That's a very rural, very Republican county in northwest Georgia. Donald Trump won that with 80% of the vote in 2020. Herschel Walker was about 2% behind that. So underperforming 2 to 3% in these Republican strongholds. It seems to have had an impact for the Walker campaign here. And right now, we are going to be headed to a December runoff. Kate?
All right, Ellison, thank you. Let's go to Chief White House correspondent Kristen Welker. She's at the White House. So, Kristen, this really does matter because now we've got a runoff and potentially it will really, really matter for control of the Senate.
It could matter. It could make all of the difference, Kate. There's no doubt about that. Look, this is what the White House and, as Ellison just laid out, both campaigns have been bracing for, that this would head to a runoff. One top Biden advisor just telling me this is what we expected. We are upbeat. A runoff without Brian Kemp on the ticket helping Walker is a great shot for Warnock. So that is how they are viewing this, Kate. And this fits into the broader tone here at the White House, upbeat. They were bracing for what they feared would be a red wave. That did not happen overnight. Now, of course, they are looking at smaller gains in the House by Republicans, a chance to hold on to the Senate. So they like their chances. But again, so much is at stake here. The president's agenda, he is going to address the results at 4 p.m. today. A chance to ask him about all of this.